Hello, friends. Welcome back. For those who don't know me, I'm Kat. I'm a wife, a homeschool mom, and an avid reader. Most of the time here on my channel, I show my reading stuff, but in August, I showed you kind of an idea of what a day looked like for August in our homeschool. Um, and this past week, I was able to stay disciplined enough to get kind of an idea of what our week looks like. Um, and so this is what our week looks like here in March, um, which is coming toward the end of the year. Things are starting to wrap up. But unlike in August, we are in co op at this point of the year. And so we have a couple days where we aren't really at home for the majority of the day, which throws a little bit of a wrench in the mix and means that we have to do school on Saturdays as well. So we actually have a 6-day school week. Um, and because of that, going with our what our state requires for homeschooling, we will hit our 180 days uh sometime in April. But shh, don't tell my kid. Um the end of April will be our kind of end of our school year for her 7th grade, although we will continue during the summer to do a few things, but that is for another day. So, check out our week. Um, and if you like this kind of thing, let me know in the comments or like the video just to give me a heads up that you enjoy this kind of thing and want to see a little more of our day in, day out type routine. Good morning, friends. It is Monday morning. Got some coffee, taken a shower, and we have a homeschool day today. It shouldn't be too much because it was spring break last week, so a little bit lighter today, but trying to get back into the groove of normal schooling today, and going from there. So, while my daughter is doing schoolwork, I will be making sure all my slides are ready for classes tomorrow at our co-op, um, along with grocery lists and all that other fun stuff. It's been an interesting month for us. We've just had colds come through and not go away, and pollen's high, so we're all struggling there. But hopefully this week we can have a decent week. I don't know yet how long I'm gonna get this vlog, because I don't know exactly how the week's gonna go. So we're aiming for one day right now. It may end up a week, it may end up 2 days, it may end up who knows. So I will check in a little while. So here we are at the end of a Monday. I was a little more productive today, than I normally am. I don't know if that was because I was recording or if it's because I've been, um, pretty ill, last week or just not wanting to do anything or the littlest thing just wearing me out due to my asthma. So got the kitchen cleaned. All the laundry is done, with the exception of the last load of towels. Just needs to finish drying and be folded. Woohoo! Um, and what else do we do? Oh, I took my daughter to the doctor because she was complaining a little of her chest, feeling wheezy. She thought she had bronchitis again, but the doctor said everything sounds good. It's just a little chest congestion, probably some virus going around. But that she should be fine to do everything. And just to take some cough medicine before she goes to bed to help keep that postnasal drip down. Um, what else did we do? Oh, not recorded. Also was a cupboard got put up in my classroom for Tuesdays and Thursdays for my um, board games. So I no longer have to go to the garage for that, which is exciting. So now I have a cupboard. I have a cupboard that I have in my classroom, so it'll be a little easier um, to get games and whatnot. Um, and then we went grocery shopping, unloaded all of those, made dinner, did some reading. I'm at 25, 27% in The Wicked Remain. This is the sequel to Grimrose Girls, and it's following four friends at Grimrose Academy in the UK somewhere. Um, and they are or in Europe somewhere, not in the UK proper. They're in Europe somewhere, and one of their one of the students died before one of the students came in. It's kind of where it picks up, and they're going through, and they find that they are cursed. Everyone who's at Grimrose Academy somehow or another ties to a fairy tale. Um, so you have Snow White, you have a character who's like Snow White, and you have a character who's like Cinderella, and a character who's like Belle, um, Red Riding Hood, Ariel, the Swan Princess. Um, I don't know what other ones there are. Um, but yeah, so there's. Sorry, I am definitely getting sleepy. Um, there's lots of different, Easter eggs in there that as you figure out different things, you kind of watch for. And there's some new spins on it. It's a lot of fun. Um, and I'm curious to see how they break the curse. But 27% in, it's a great read. I'm enjoying it. I did enjoy um, Grimrose Girls. It's a YA, so there are some parts in it where the fake drama, or fake drama is the wrong word, the younger high school drama, um as an adult, I look at that and I go, seriously guys, come on. I know a lot of that is because I have a teenager in the house, or almost a teenager in the house. Um, and so as a parent, you look at it through different lens. Um, there is a lot of different rep in this one, which is kind of interesting. Um, we have a character who has, um, I guess, fibromyalgia type. She's in pain all the time, which makes me think fibromyalgia. And so we have that rep. Sorry. We have some mental health rep. There is LGBTQ plus rep in there. Um, and so not really my interest usually, but I don't feel that this is poorly done. I also don't feel like it's just token um LGBTQ plus. Sometimes you read these things and it's like, oh, I'm gonna have these two characters, be both female or both male or whatever. In this case, female. Um, just to be on the in crowd, to be politically correct, however you want to say that. This one, though, seems to be more legitimate, I guess is the word. It does not feel like it's just a. It doesn't feel like they took a normal, or normal's the wrong word, but a heterosexual relationship and just made it LGBTQ plus. So, lots of fun stuff going on in it though. There is that little bit of mystery of what's going on. It is a fantasy and it's a lot of fun so far. So, I'm going to stop talking about it so that I don't use the word fun again to describe it. But that's where I'm at, and I'm gonna. It's 9:30, so I'm going to try to get a little more reading in before I go to bed early so that I can get up and do work tomorrow. We are at our co-op tomorrow. So I don't know how much recording I'll do for tomorrow, if any at all. So I will check in with you later. Well, it's Tuesday morning. Survived another night, all that fun stuff. We are getting ready for school today, or for co-op today. I've made coffee for our teachers and packing my bag and all of that fun stuff right now. So, that's kind of where we're at today. So we'll be at, we have school and then, or we have co-op, from 9 to 4-ish. And then we will, go from there. We just kind of see how our day goes. Tonight is supposed to be a spirit night, but we'll see how I feel after. It's just been a long day, or how long of the day it has been. So I will check in with you later. friends. So I have made it to the end of Tuesday. Um, Tuesdays are long. We had co-op today, and then afterward, we had a spirit day for our co-op at Chick-fil-A. So we just go up there, we order our food through the app, and hang out with some friends. It's a nice time for a little community, especially since sometimes homeschooling can feel that you're doing things in isolation. So it's nice to have a few minutes with fellow homeschool moms and just have a minute to talk as adults, especially after a day of being with first through fifth graders. Um, but yeah, so today was good. When we got home, my husband had bought our daughter a new desk, and he had been putting that together. So we set up her new station, new desk. We changed the shelf above it, got everything organized over there. So hopefully it'll be easier for her to keep it neat and tidy. Um, and we're just gonna kind of go from there. Um, it did mean that she didn't get as much screen time or as much game time tonight as she would have liked, but we didn't stop. Like, I didn't sit down until, like, still, I haven't really sat down all day. So I'm at almost, or I'm just over 13,000 steps for the day. So it's been a long day. Um, but I am going to try to get a little reading in. I'm still reading The Wicked Remain. Really enjoying it. I'm about 44% in last night. Um, I hope I can stay awake for at least 45 minutes. I found it takes me about 45 minutes to read 11 to 12% of the book. So if I can do that, I will be happy for tonight. I'm not 100% sure what tomorrow's going to look like yet. We have schoolwork in the morning, and I think we're going to go to one of the libraries for a little bit to do some schoolwork, just to give us a change of scenery. One of the complaints my daughter has a lot is that she has no social life, or that we keep her from her social life, which as adults we all know is not true. But I'm hoping a change of scenery tomorrow will help us to get some work done. I'm not sure which of the two. We have two libraries equal distance from us. So we may go to one of the two and hang out in the teen room. She'll do some schoolwork. And I will work on my slides for Thursday this week and Tuesday next week. We're doing a lot with history, especially right now in my first and second grades. And today was a hard topic. We talked about slavery a little bit. And so it's one that as a teacher, you're trying to figure out how to present the material in a way that first and second graders can understand it and it not be too heavy, but not too ice over it. I had one student who was particularly bothered by it, and bless his little heart, he just did not like the ugliness of our past, and trying to explain to a 6-year-old that sometimes we look at the ugliness so that we do not repeat it, especially with history. So tonight I'm just gonna look at or read a little bit of The Wicked Remain, hopefully, and just breathe a little. Like I said, it's been a long day. It's 9:30, and I'm just gonna sit and chill, hopefully, for a little bit. So I will check in the morning, hopefully, and let you know what we plan to do. I'll see you soon. Good morning, friends. So it is Wednesday, and my house is really cold right now. It got really chilly last night, and I forgot to bring my plants in. There was a chance of freezing last night. Hopefully it didn't kill my Daisy that is really, really, really trying to come back to life. So today, we have schoolwork this morning. And then we'll go to the library for a little bit, do some schoolwork there. It's nice to go to the library because then it forces me to work as well and not get distracted by household duties. So we have that. We'll probably do an hour to two up at the library. After that, it's still early, sorry. After that, we're going to, we have horseback this afternoon. My daughter has horseback riding this afternoon. So I'm going to take her up to that, bring her home, and we'll kind of go from there. Last night I did get 10% read of The Wicked Remain. There's still a lot of searching going on right now. And not a lot like leading to the end of the curse yet. So I'm kind of curious where this last half is gonna go. And I'm trying to enjoy the ride, but it is very clear that YA is not for me. There's just so much of, let's focus on the relationships, and ignore all of life around, which drives me crazy. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. At this point, it's looking like it'll be a 3-star, but we will see and go from there. Yeah, that's kind of it right now. So I'm gonna go make some coffee and some breakfast and try to wake up so that I can be a functioning human being, and go from there. I'll talk to you soon. Oh, good evening, friends. So it is Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening. It's holy moly, it's almost 10 o'clock. I didn't realize it was so late. Um, but I made a huge mistake tonight. Um, so we ran to CVS, came home for a little bit, and then we went out. Mm. I had to take my daughter to the barn, for her horseback riding lessons. A lot of fun, especially for her, but I was outside in the pollen. I don't know how well you can hear. I'm very, very stop it up again. Yeah, I I really should have stayed in the van and not gotten out at all, but um the instructor had her dog out and Kaya and I like to um throw a stick, and she brings it back. Um it's one of those that I tried to get Lady to do it, our dog. But normally about the third time I throw the ball, she looks at me like, "What the crap is wrong with you? I just brought that to you." But Kaya will bring it to you over and over and over and over and over and over again. She's a real sweet girl, but does not like to hear that we're done playing fetch. Um, to the point that she tried to jump in my van as well. But yeah, I was out in the pollen. And then I got out again. I was out there watching my daughter's lesson and then started to feel some chest tightness. And I'm like, oh, great. So I went back to the van for a while, but then I did want to get a little bit of video of my daughter out there. So I did get some video of her feeding the horses, which is really neat to see, uh, especially if you know my kiddo and how much fight that we have to get her to do stuff around the house, and do her normal chores. So it's really fun to see her take initiative out at the barn, and be willing to feed the animals and take care of everything out there. But finally, things have started happening. Um, Probably about the 60% mark. Um, oh, sorry, I'm really tired. Around the 60% mark, you start to see, like, they start really looking for clues about the curse and moving forward, with that. So I have 10% left. Now, um, I would love to finish it tonight, but I don't think that's going to happen, with everything going on, or with everything I did today that I shouldn't have. Oh, I'm really struggling now. All of this really just wipes me out. Um, Fighting for every breath, I'm sure has a lot to do with that. Luckily, though, my O2 stats don't really drop. My flow, my peak flow shows that my numbers are down, but um, it is what it is. And living where I live, I mean, this is, if my body's going to start reacting worse and worse each year, this is going to be a all the time thing, especially from normally it doesn't start till mid-March. And it gets real bad by the end of March, and then so I have end of March, April, and normally we're about done with pollen. This year, pollen started really early. We had yellow puddles. Basically, when it would rain, you'd see the pollen around the edge of the puddles, even before Valentine's Day. So, um, it is what it is, and it's going to keep going until probably May. And I'm just going to have to deal with it, at least this year. I really don't like feeling like this, but hopefully, all the meds the doctor gave me will speed up my recovery, and hopefully after this I will listen to her advice and stay inside. Um, so it's really my own fault tonight, but I'm gonna stop rambling now. I'm gonna try to finish my last 10% and go from there. Um, so maybe I'll finish it tonight. More than likely it'll be tomorrow. But I will check in tomorrow with you guys. Good morning, friends. So it is Thursday morning. I actually am surprised at myself for keeping up so far with the vlog for the most part this week. I really did not think that we would get this far. I figured it would be Monday and then maybe I would remember by Wednesday. But here we are, Thursday morning. It's another co-op morning. So today, I just went blank. So today we're getting ready for co-op. I did not pack my bag the way I was supposed to last night, so I'm a little bit, crunched for time this morning. But that's okay. I can take care of that. I had most of it before spring break because I didn't know what life would bring. Um, as you can hear, I'm not quite as congested as I was last night coming home. But I am definitely feeling the effects of that pollen last night. A little harder to breathe today. Oh, a little harder to breathe today, and a lot of postnasal drip last night. I had to sleep back in the chair. I started, what night was that? Tuesday night in bed. I did end up having to move back to the chair though. It just, I like to sleep in bed, but I mean, I gotta breathe too, right? So today we have co-op, and then we'll probably truthfully come home and die. Today's my longer, or today is more physically taxing. Tuesdays tend to be a little more mentally taxing because I'm with the 1st through 5th grade. Today we only have middle and high school on campus, which is awesome. And I only teach the morning 3 hours. The afternoon 3 hours, I work the front desk. So I really enjoy that. I love being with seeing the kids, but also having some dedicated time that I can work on my grading. I can make sure that things are prepped for next week, make my copies, things like that. The only big part with it is I am running Carline. So for 10-minute blips at the end of each class, I'm letting kids go, bringing kids in. It's not too many coming in on Thursdays because most of them come in at lunch for theater. It's a 3-hour block for theater. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And then I have to break down certain areas to get us ready for, or to get the area ready for the end of the week stuff that goes on at the church and for church on Sunday. So that's kind of all I've got right now. So I'm gonna go make lunches, pack my bag, that kind of stuff. and I will talk with you soon. Hello, friends. So we have made it. It is the end of our school day. So I'm gonna do a little cleanup, a vacuum, that kind of stuff, and then I think I'm gonna read some. I kind of was debating on if I was gonna start working on slides for next week for Tuesday's classes, but I'm tired today. Not being able to breathe very well definitely is affecting me. So today I am going to vacuum, get the house, kind of tidied up. I've worked really hard this week of keeping things going. Partly because I'm paranoid that I'm gonna be knocked on my butt again. And if I keep things mostly on the up and up, when I get knocked out, it does not, the house doesn't seem as destroyed. At least not as fast. So, I'm gonna vacuum and then, probably read. I have 3% left. Yes, 3% left. Probably 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes of I just went completely blank. Of The Wicked Remain. I just couldn't stay awake anymore last night. I hate that, but I get to, 96 to 98% of a book and my brain just won't do it anymore. So I have about 3% left, and so I'm going to knock that out today, and then I am going to, I think, start Outlander next. I won't get that completed before we start reading The Adventures of Amina with the late night crew on Sunday. They're looking to start at 3 p.m. to read as much of that as possible, and sounds like Cassidy's going to stay on until she's finished with the book. I just got to work some things out so that I can sit and read, hopefully most of the time, if not the whole time. So, I'm going to vacuum, finish Wicked Remain, and then go on ahead and start Outlander. And I'm going to go from there. So, I'll talk with you soon. Good morning, friends. It is Friday morning. I updated yesterday afternoon and vacuumed, and then what all did I do? Vacuumed, I ran to the grocery store to get dinner stuff. Came home. Made dinner. Finished The Wicked Remain. Then by the time all of that happened, it was 9:30. I did end up downloading 3 books that I'm looking to start for my British Lit class that I'm possibly going to teach. So I started Beowulf, and even in a new translation, I am so bored. I'm not very far into it. I'm at the part where Grendel has taken over the dining hall and has enthroned himself, basically, without, yeah. But yeah, I fell asleep. And like straight out passed out. but apparently I really needed it. I totally could go back to sleep right this minute too. But we've got stuff to do today. It's really cold here, so like I'm in long sleeves, long pants, slippers, the whole 9 yards. I'm gonna have to turn the heat on. Which those of you who know our house know that that is not usual. We love the house to be um really chilly at night. It helps both my husband and my daughter sleep. Um, and so sleep's very important around here. Um, so it is not unusual for my house to drop as low as 60 degrees at night. Currently it's 64. Normally if I get up and it's below 64, I'll turn the heat on for a few minutes just to kick the chill. And then during the day, it'll get as high as about 74, unless it's really, really hot outside. Um, but at night, we do like the house to be between 65 or to be under 65 degrees. So, yeah, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So I'm gonna turn the heat on for a few minutes, make some coffee, try to wake my behind up, and kind of go from there. Um, I'm sitting here looking over at my Bible, staring at me next to me. I have not done any Bible reading since Sunday. Um, that was one habit I had last year I really loved. Um, but I have ended up breaking it, and it's been really hard to reinstate it back in my life. Um, but I do notice a big mood shift with me when I don't do it. So, I'm going to take care of that. But yeah, so today is just a normal Friday for us. We have schoolwork. I was planning on utilizing the library since we didn't go this week, but part of the reason we didn't have to go this week, or we didn't have to go on Wednesday, is the new computer setup for my daughter, her new desk and everything. Was enough of a change that it's helped her little neurodivergent mind to be able to handle sitting at it for longer periods right now and to still stay focused. So I will probably just watch how she does attention wise and then decide from there if we're going to use that or not. And then so we have schoolwork today. We probably really need to go get adjusted. It has been several weeks since we've gone. And we're all really feeling it. So we'll probably try to go get adjusted today. And then this evening my daughter has a horseback event. My mother-in-law is going to take Sarah's so that I don't have to get out of the car. Because I feel if I go up there, I need to at least say hi to everyone, including the animals. And all that pollen, I know, is not a good choice for me, and I've really been struggling the last couple of days. To the point where I think I'm going to add that other allergy medicine the doctor gave me, the other nose spray, and see if I get better results. So, that is where I'm at right now. I'm going to go get some coffee, some breakfast, probably turn the heat on for a little bit. And then I think we're going to somewhat soon start up or continue our speed tournament. So we did 100 games of Uno, which we finished this week. And with that, the reward I gave my daughter for winning was she could pick oh, any of her chores, and I would do it for that week. I kind of ended up taking on two. For the most part, I've been doing. Or she picked laundry, so I did all of her laundry, folded it. All she had to do was put it away, and then I, for the most part, have been doing most of her kitchen duties. Um, but I have still required her to unload the dishwasher. The two times that it's needed it this week, we've had a lower than usual use of the dishwasher. Normally, I run it at least once a day. And some of that is we didn't have a lot of breakfast dishes that required washing, and our dinners have been kind of a little sporadic lately. Depend on what we eat. So it's been like throw it in the oven type stuff. Or eating out. I mean, I know neither's not that great of an option, but it's where we're at. So, I am going to go on ahead and sign off of here because it's been 8 minutes of you listening to me ramble. So, I will talk with you soon. Sit. You want your vitamin? You want your vitamin? Lady. Easy. Easy. Good girl. Easy. Alright, that's all your vitamins. Oh, you need some wubbies. You need some wubbies. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. You are so pitiful. You would think you hadn't gotten any lovies. Alright, go lay down. Good evening, friends. So it is Friday night, 9:15-ish. Schoolwork got done today, so yay. I did get my slides done for next week. So that was nice for both Tuesday for Tuesday's classes and one of Thursday's classes. I still have to do my consumer math. So that's done. My daughter did her schoolwork, and then I did a bunch of nothing else really. That's not entirely true. I did listen to 36% of Beowulf because I'm trying to start planning that class. I won't be teaching it until 2024, 2025 because I was not comfortable in taking it on for this year. And I truthfully was kind of looking forward to having a year where I wasn't adding a new class. Every year I've taught, I've added a new class, at least one new class each year. Which, I mean, it is what it is, but I definitely was looking forward to this year not starting from scratch in at least one class. So, yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. But I have started Beowulf, and I'm starting to see some questions that I'll ask, for the students to kind of respond on. and then some questions for discussion in class. I'll probably do like some questions for them to just kind of, as they're reading, you know, um, just for making sure that they're actually reading the text. Um, but um, so there's that part. I'm kind of brain dead right now. You wouldn't believe that I was drinking iced coffee just a couple minutes ago. Um, but after um schoolwork, my daughter went to the barn uh for their yearling's first birthday party. She is no longer a foal. She is a yearling now. Um, and while she was at that, I ran to Taco Bell and got us, my husband and I, Taco Bell for dinner. And then he and I watched 2 episodes of the new season of Mandalorian. Um, and now I'm doing reading sprints. So, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I am pausing on Beowulf for tonight. It requires a lot of mental energy. But I'm going to pause on that and I'm going to start Dragonfly and Amber, which I have always enjoyed. So it'll be one that I can kind of, I don't want to say zone out on, but I don't have, it doesn't have the same mental um, focus as Beowulf did. Beowulf, I am listening to one of the translations, but I am also following along in the new translation, um, which takes it more from the poetry troubadour style and puts it more in a story form, but still uses a lot of the older English. But truthfully, I kind of like the original better. There are a lot of things in the original that, by original, it's still a translation, but in the original form. Uh, it's more pleasing to the ear, first off. And some of the things that are being said hit differently, at least for me. And maybe it's because I have read Beowulf once before in high school, in the more traditional translation, where it's set up in the poem and not in the prose. I don't mind the prose, and there are some things in the prose that, as I'm following along, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what that means. But then there are times when the prose changes, not changes, but does a slightly different translation of certain phrases or words that then I have to kind of pick it apart. So it's a lot of mental work. Whereas Dragonfly and Amber is a historical fiction. I've read it before, so this one is a reread, and it's in modern language, so I don't have to think as hard about it. So I'm gonna do that. Will I check in again tonight? Don't know. We'll have to see on how these sprints go that I'm watching right now and how tired I get. With my asthma flaring up 10 o'clock, probably I'll be near passing out. Which, if that's the case, that's fine. But I'm winding down sooner than later right now. And my body probably needs that rest. So I am going to sign off for now. And if I don't talk with you again tonight, I will talk in the morning. See you soon. Good morning, friends. So it is Saturday morning. Ow. Ooh, my burn. It's Saturday morning, and oh, we're having kind of a slow start this morning. It's almost 11, or it's almost 10 o'clock. I can't read time. It's after 10 o'clock. We both slept. My daughter and I both slept until 9 this morning. And now we're kind of trying to get motivated to get schoolwork done and whatnot. And go that route. Saturdays around here are pretty low key. My daughter's going to do some schoolwork, and then when she finishes her school day, she'll go down to my mother-in-law's to hang out. They live just 5 doors down, so it's not a big deal for them. They enjoy having her over. So yeah, this year we're doing that. Since we have 2 full KCA days, our co-op, on Saturdays, my daughter has to do some schoolwork just to keep caught up without having to double up on anything during the week. So what am I doing today? I am probably going to just do, I'm probably just going to do a lot of reading today, and just chill. I am reading, oh, wow, maybe the burper over here, I don't know, there it goes. I am reading Dragonfly and Amber. My light's really bright on this cover. I got to chapter 4, in this one. This is where, when the book opens, it always throws me off, because at the end of Outlander, we are left with Jamie and Claire getting ready to go to France, and then Dragonfly and Amber opens up, and it's 20-ish years later, and Claire has an adult daughter, Brianna, and the Reverend, who was so pivotal in a lot of what they were doing in the first, what Frank and Claire were doing in the beginning of Outlander, has passed away, and we meet Roger again, who no longer is a 5-year-old little boy. He's an adult, and so there's a lot to kind of readjust yourself to, because you sit there and you're like, wait, did I miss something? But it helped that this is my 3rd rereading of the book, so it wasn't quite as jarring. Oh, sorry. The first time I had read it, I was in high school. Then I read it again almost 10 years later. Yeah. And it was really jarring to me to have that big jump. And then I remembered this time, as soon as I started, that there is the time jump. And then throughout the story, we kind of go back and we visit how Claire got from where we left her at the end of Outlander to where we began with Dragonfly and Amber. So, I'm kind of excited to continue reading this, having a lot of fun with it. But So today that's kind of oh, I am so sorry. That's kind of our plan. So, um just a chill day. Um and most of our most Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays are pretty calm around here. Um we just kind of like to lay low, recover from everything going on. So, um oh, oh goodness. And with me taking care of vacuuming on Thursday, I don't have a whole lot of housework to do today. So I'm going to go read and I will check in with you later. Hello, friends. So it is 3 o'clock. Um, I did my slides for my consumer math class and we are working taxes. So I basically have been doing taxes all day long, but not for myself. Well, hello, Emin. Um, so now here it is, 3, and my brain is completely fried. What are you doing? Yeah, so my brain is completely fried. So I have some iced coffee, um, in my color changing Grogu, cup. Boop! I have a kitty cat. Um, you can get down now because I picked you up. And come here. And now I'm gonna read. Um, because yeah, that's all I have left in me today. So that's where I'm at. My kid has finished her schoolwork. She finished about an hour ago and has gone to my mother-in-law's. And so now that I have finished my stuff, it is time to just chill. Right, Mim? Is it time to cuddle, read a book, drink some coffee? All right. I'll see you soon. And there you have it, guys. That's our week. We do a lot of stuff and we try throughout the day to pull in some fun, as you saw, like with the Uno and the speed. Um, Try to bring in some fun and do things that will help give my daughter a brain break from her work, but at the same time still help keep us focused and moving our schoolwork in the right direction. So I will see you next time.